Oh, Shanti. So, welcome to your meditation class. We'll open today's session by chanting Om and Shanti. Right? So, sit comfortably, keep your back, neck straight, and very gently close your eyes. Start focusing on your breath. Become aware of the natural flow of the breathing as you inhale and as you exhale. Now, slowly shift your attention to your body. Keep the back and neck straight. Align your posture and gently come back to your breathing once again. Now slowly begin to deepen the breath. Deep and full inhalations. Deep and full exhalations. We will chant Om 3 times, followed by 3 Shantis to open today's session. Take a deep breath in for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Join your palms together and begin to rub the palms. Place the palms on the eyes. Very slowly while blinking and looking at the palm. Let us begin our session for today. So, in previous class, we had chanted and we had gone for the first ratio, which is 1:1:1, right? So, equal time to akar, ukar, and makar, all three, right? This is the most common version in which pranav is chanted, and this version is very beneficial, especially to maintain balance or harmony, right? So, generally, yeah, we are troubled in our lives because we are out of balance or out of harmony. So when we give equal time to all the three sounds, it helps us to establish the state of balance in our body, in our mind, in our emotions. Like very deep level of sense of balance gets restored. And most of the times we get out of balance because we are thinking something else, we are acting in some other way, or there is conflict between two thoughts, two different approaches, and inside only that, you know, conflict is going on, right? Where you are um, thought to think in some other way and then some other thing comes up and it clashes, right? So it's because of these clashes, these conflicts, these this like disharmony in, you can say, emotions and mind, or mind and body, right? That we face a lot of, like, a feeling of being out of balance, right? So when we do in this way, it helps us to restore balance on all levels, not just one or two, maybe mentally or feeling balanced, right? All the levels it is inducing, the vibration is so deep that it induces a sense of balance on all the levels. Okay. Now let us come to some other variations. So akar chanting, ukar chanting, and makar chanting are three variations. Then fourth variation is being done in equal ratio. And now let's talk about some other variations that can be very beneficial, right? So, uh, each and every person you teach, or for if you are doing this course for your own self only, right? So there is something which is priority for you, right? So, sometimes you will have clients which will who would want to work more on their physical well-being. Some would want to work on their mental well-being, right? So depending on what the point of focus is, we can change the chanting of so that it supports that thing. Okay. So when I go for, so next variation is that when I'm taking one deep breath in, most of the time I'm giving, like most of the time given is given to akar chanting. Okay, so I'm going for long akar chanting, and then ukar and makar I am keeping equal. Okay. Hi Jessica, you can see me, hear me?
Hi, how are you? I can see you. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Have you been following up on previous sessions because you were not able to join?
Yes, I missed a couple of classes, sorry, but I will watch again the classes before, but I will enjoy the current classes for now.
All right. Okay. So we had started with a new topic, Om or meditation. So pranav, AUM. Okay. So I'll just give a brief recap then, and then I will start where I was so that you have some background or basis. Okay. So
Okay, thank you.
we are chanting AUM. So chanting, in previous few classes I've covered chanting. This is pranav. Okay, so pranav meditation. But the thing is that in previous classes we did akar. This is called akar. This is called ukar, and this is makar. So sounds right? So we did them individually, and then in previous class we did all these three sounds together in one breath only, but each and every one was given equal time, right? So if I'm like taking one inhalation, one third of my breath I am going for akar chanting. 1/3 of my breath I'm going for ukar chanting, and 1/3 of my breath I'm creating this sound, right? The sound of this humming kind of sound. So today we are talking about other ratios which are like going to help us depending on what uh, what is holding most importance for us, right? So if you are, struggling with the physical body issue, somebody is, trying to take a class from you because they have some particular disease or particular issue, they want to work on that, which is connected to the physical body. Or if you are doing this course for yourself, you yourself are struggling through some physical disease and you want to work on that. So the physical body, like work is done on the physical body with the chanting of a. This sound, when I chant a, the physical body, the work is getting done over here, right? So if my focus is establishment of my physical health, my body should remain fit, fine, it should remain well, then I will take a deep breath in and give maximum time to this sound, a sound, and then equal amount of time to these two remaining two. So u and ma, they are getting equal amount of time. Okay. So I'll just demonstrate this one time so that you can like hear it out. Generally, the mistake that we do is we give maximum time to the first one, then little bit less time to the second one, and for last one there is very less timing that is left. So when we go for this variation where we are giving maximum time to this sound, first one, we have to make sure these two are balanced. They are getting balanced. They are not going, they also have to be in harmony, right? In balance. Otherwise, it will, again, main focus point will then not be focused on that much. Okay, so remaining two are equal. Akar is the maximum. So I'll just go for a short demonstration. Then we'll come to other variations that we have, right? So first variation, like yesterday we went for balanced, and today we are going for right. So U and Ma were having equal split, but Akar was given the maximum time in this chant. So means I'm trying to focus on my physical well-being. If I want to acquire something connected to this physical world, I can also set that kind of intention where the intention is there in my mind. Okay, I want to acquire this, even though is having very great potential, but sometimes, people want short-term benefits, you can say. So if you want to acquire something which is connected to this physical world, you can go ahead and increase the chanting of akar, keeping the rest to equal. Okay. Now, second chanting is when you will have some clients, or maybe you yourself, if you are taking this course and you feel very stressed or some kind of other kind of mental disorder is showing up, then your main focus becomes that mental disorder, right? And then everything you are doing to establish balance in your mental health. Okay. So first thing is, if my physical health is not okay, mind will not become a priority. If somebody is physically ill and also mentally ill, their main focus will first be the body. Why? Because body is more observable, right? Same goes for spiritual practices. If the body is not stable, you cannot begin to work on the mind because the body will give you problem, right? So if you are having such clients who are having both physical and mental issue, I would say go for first variation, the like the one that I just chanted for you. Why? Because first you have to establish the physical health. Once the physical health is established, only then you can deeply work on the mental health, right? And a lot of times, when we are physically having some difficulty, the mind is getting triggered. So if you work on the physical health, most likely your whatever mentally you are going through, that also begins to get better, right? So it's not solely the physical, like mental, uh, the mental disorder is also getting a lot of validation from how your body is, right? So first thing that you have to do is establish the body. Then if your physical health is established and you want to work on something related to your mind, right? Maybe you are having a lot of anxiety or depression or any kind of such thing, and your main focus is that, then you can go ahead and increase the chanting of oo, right? Oo is connected, or the vibration is working in such a way that it induces harmony or balance in the mind, right? So same thing, a and ma will be given equal time and oo will be given the maximum time, right, in the chanting. Okay, so I will go for one round of demonstration of this also, right? So right, so akar and makar were almost equal, and main focus of my chanting was the oo sound, right? Because my focus has now shifted to mind. Mind never gets space to, go into negative kind of pattern, or I wouldn't say negative kind of pattern, but mind doesn't get space to, overthink or go in a loop. If the, you know, if you are uh, having like, if you are, wait. If my basic necessities are not getting fulfilled, I will never move towards the mind. It is the higher ability of the mind that I can think of the things I don't have, the things I have. It's because I have the basic necessities, right? Then begin to think I can have that kind of car or I can have that kind of house, right? But if you talk to someone who is struggling with even these basic things, their mind will never go in comparison. Their mind will never go in, I can have that also, this also, or this person has this, I don't have this, right? So if you are like in this second category, means physically all of your needs are being met, which is a very positive thing, right? Because most people, they are struggling with even basic things. So it's a very good thing. But then the mind, because it's so complex in nature, it is full of these impurities, it starts creating this struggle, right? It starts creating that kind of, discord, right? And then finally, the last kind of chanting. So when my physical health is correct, when my mental health is correct, it's only then that I can work towards the spiritual, right? I'm not saying generally you cannot work on your like spiritual path, you can, but for deep spiritual practice, right? When somebody wants to go in deep spiritual practice, their body and their mind should already be healthy. If the mind is unhealthy, body is healthy, right? So what will happen? They will go for their practice, spiritual practice, and the mind will come and create obstacle, right? If the mind is okay but body is not okay, they will not be able to sit on. If I take the example of meditation, they will not be able to sit in meditation, right? Because the physical body is not correct, or it needs some work still. So first thing that you have to work on is establishment of physical health. Then you move to work on establishing your mental health. And once these two aspects are balanced, then you move towards your spiritual advancement, deep spiritual advancement, not like just, like I said in introductory class of meditation also, these days it is like seen as a tool, right? But if we are talking about the actual potential of meditation, the actual reason of doing meditation, that thing can only be achieved if the body and the mind are healthy. Otherwise, it's it can be done, but it won't, like I won't be able to explore it to the deepest potential, because obstacle will start coming from the body, from the mind. Okay. So in that regard, if the body is correctly, like it's, physically health is established, if your mind, it is stable, right? Then when you go for spiritual practice, you can go ahead and increase the chanting of the ma sound. So again, a and u will remain equal, and ma you will prolong for as much as possible, right? So most of my breath is going in that chanting. So let me just demonstrate one time, then we will practice these variations. Okay. Right. So maximum time I'm giving to makar chanting so that I can move towards. So when I do the humming sound, it is inducing a certain state of mind, which is very conducive for spiritual practice. Okay. So then I begin to elongate that. Okay. Any questions, any doubts?
So this is akar, ukar, and makar is something that is another level of. Is it another language, or just it's a Sanskrit, or what is actually?
Okay. So this is the base sound. So there is a basic vibration that is created when we do any kind of mantra, right? So when I'm doing very long mantra also, there is some bass sound that is coming out, right? Some bass vibration that is getting produced. So pranav or om. So if you watch the previous sessions, you will get good idea. I've explained very deeply. So om is the word. Wait. Om is our word. This is the word, and is the sound. Is your sound. Like A is the letter, and when I use it in, when I say all right. So I'm not saying, like, I'm not denoting the letter A. I am coming to the
Okay.
sound of A, right? So
Okay.
in that same way, it's the same thing with pranav also, right? When I'm doing
Okay.
this chanting, right?
Now I
So
get it.
yeah. So
All right.
slowly watch the few introductory classes. I have even elaborated on what's the correct way of chanting, how you're going to do the chanting, right? So for today,
Okay.
it's okay because I know you don't have any like previous like idea in mind. Just for chanting, keep the lips apart, okay, slightly apart, not too much apart, just slightly apart. Then for oo, you have to make an O with your lips. The better the O is, the more vibration you will feel. Okay. And for ma, my lips will be closed and I will try to create a nasal accent. So when I'm doing the humming sound, my focus is on creation of the humming, nasal accent. The better the nasal accent is, the more vibration you will feel of the ma sound. Okay, lips are closed when we do makar, right? And you shift the focus up from my abdomen. When I'm doing my focus is over here. Then when I'm doing oo, my focus is on the chest. And when I'm doing ma, my focus is coming on my forehead. All right. So today when we will do together, it will move as the sound, as we change the sound. Okay. Previous classes, if you watch, all of this information is there in detail. So you can go ahead and check those out. Don't worry, you have not missed out on much. I have covered what is essential right now for the practice.
I
Okay?
will definitely watch it.
Yeah, awesome. Great. So today let's practice. We are going to practice all the variations. So first we are going to go for equal balance. Means 1/3 time to 1/3 to one-third to ma. And then we will practice the 3 variations I have introduced today for some time. Okay. All right. So it's very important in mantra meditation, you sit straight and you don't change your posture when you are doing the chanting. So if you feel the need to change your position after you have completed the chanting, you can change the position. but not during the chanting, because it will change the sound. Okay, and sound is very essential over here when we are creating this. Okay, so we'll begin with the practical part. So sit comfortably, keep your back, neck straight, and once you feel ready, very gently close the eyes. Just start connecting with your breath. Watch the natural flow of the breath as it enters your system, as it exits your system. Slowly start to turn the attention of the mind inward by using the natural flow of your breathing. Now slowly shift your attention to your body. Become aware of your posture. Check your alignment. If you feel the need, you can take some time to adjust your body so that you are correctly aligned. And now gently come back to your breathing once again. We are going to begin to prepare the breath for chanting. So begin to deepen your breath, going for full and deep breaths. Slow, long and deep inhalations. Slow, long and deep exhalations. Take some time to deepen the breathing. The more relaxed and deep your breath is, the smoother the chanting of pranav will become. Take a few moments to set an intention for your practice. The intention can be as simple as remaining stable throughout your practice. We are going to begin with the chanting of Divide the breath equally in between all the three sounds. Take a deep breath in for Chant at your own pace. No need to force your breath to elongate the chanting. It should flow naturally. The chanting should seem very natural, very calming. As you shift from to U to Ma, shift your focus from the abdomen to the chest, to the forehead region. Continue with the chanting. Feel the vibration of each and every sound. Three more times. After your current round, chant three more times, giving equal time to each and every sound. After completing three rounds, just feel the vibrations. Feel the silence, the impact of pranav meditation. If you feel the need, you can change your posture before we go for the next variation. Make sure that the back and neck remains straight. And now make a conscious effort to elongate the sound of akar and keep the other two sounds equal. Take a deep breath in for Ram. Continue like this. Keeping the akar sound maximum. Again, as the sound changes from akar to ukar to makar, shift your attention from your lower body to the upper body. Chant continuously one round after the other, feeling the impact of elongating the sound of akar. Keep continuing the practice. Go for 3 more rounds after your current round. After you complete the 3 rounds, just feel the vibrations of prana. Note how you are currently feeling. Just see how this chanting was different from the first chanting that we have done. If you feel the need, you can change your posture slightly before we begin our next variation. Back neck will remain straight. Now we will give maximum time to the chanting of U sound, ukar. Take a deep breath in for Try to keep the sound of akar and makar equal, elongating the sound of ukar as you go for all the consecutive chanting. Feel the vibrations of ukar. As you deepen that sound, we will chant one last time. Feel the vibrations, feel the sensations after you complete the chanting. See if you were able to note the difference of this chanting from the first two ways of chanting them. Again, if you are feeling the need, you can change your posture. Just make sure that your back and neck remains straight. Prepare yourself for the last variation. You will give equal time to and oo and elongate the humming sound as much as possible. Take a deep breath in for Give maximum time to Makar chanting. Don't apply any force or exertion to elongate the humming sound. Try to keep the sound as nasal as possible so that you can feel the vibrations on your forehead region. Continue the chanting. Keep chanting to feel the impact of elongating the humming sound. Go for one last round. Once you finish the chanting, keeping the back and neck straight, simply observe the impact of the sounds on your mind, on your breath, and on your body. The state of silence after the chanting of prana. We will close today's session with one chanting of Om, followed by three Shanti. Take a deep breath in for Om. Shanti. Feel the vibrations. Check your breathing, your body, your mind as we are about to close this session. Turn the palms together and begin to rub the palms together. Place your palms on your eyes. Allow your eyes to absorb the heat. We will do this 2 more times. So rub your palms together properly. Place the palms on your eyes. One last time. Rub the palms together. Keep them on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking and looking at your palms, open up your eyes. Om Shanti. Were you able to do the chanting? Was your breath strained or was it you were comfortable in the breath?
I'm trying for doing a long breath, but so for the ending, some breathing. I did a little bit squeezing of my abdomen, and I know maybe it's not right for meditation, but yeah, maybe I will try next time for like a shorter interval for the Aum.
Actually, we did not get a lot of time for deep breathing also. So you can at least give 5 minutes deep breathing before you begin, right? So that way the breath will be less strained. So you can give substantial amount of time because for mantras, we have to, make sure that the breath is naturally deep, right? So you can work on it. Today we did not have a lot of time, but when you sit for your personal practice, then just make sure no matter how much your breath is. Okay, so sometimes despite the deepening, it remains short. Yes, so no matter how much the breathing is, you are in sync with that only, not trying to, go for a longer chanting or even go for shorter. Just as much as your breath is, you are able to easily do the pronunciation of the sounds. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Remaining, you were very stable and you were doing correctly also as much as I was observing you. So good, continue with the practice and we are going to meet tomorrow
Okay.
and go for the remaining practices, right? So watch the
All right.
previous videos so that you can
I will.
understand what was going on today. It will give you more insight.
Of course.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So here and bye-bye.
Bye now, Samia. Thank you.
Bye-bye.